What's up, guys? Sam Taggart here with D2D Experts, and we help scale companies. And I came to Arizona to drop in to one of our companies, Aspire Contracting. Worked with these guys for years now, and it's so fun to watch. Mick, Rick, and Nick, yes, that's the owners, scale their company. Last year, they did over just $1 million. This year, last month, come July and August, they've hit over $1 million months. They did 1.3 million last month, I believe. And I said, hey, let me come give you a visit down in Arizona. It's what's up. So let's go drop in and see how these guys' new office looks and see where they're scaling at.
All right, so Mick, walk us around the tour, give us the office, show us kind of some of the stuff you've implemented, and kind of show us around. You guys moved in just recently.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. We outgrew our last office, and so we had to upgrade, which has been super exciting. In our last office, I mean, it was standing room only for our trainings. So had to upgrade to a bigger space, which is awesome. So you guys came in. We've got the owner's offices, admin, estimating, some workspaces for the sales reps come in here and do some of their back end work. And here we got our conference room, which is awesome. I had to rip this off from you, Sam.
Aspire Champions Club,
Yeah.
literally copy paste. I love
Yep.
it. So tell us about this.
So this has been a really cool way to just gamify some of the stuff that helps our sales reps succeed. What's super cool too is once they hit the Champions Club, they get a VIP ticket to door con.
Let's go.
And it's just been really cool to see you guys push themselves to try to get to that next tier and implement some stuff that's not just sell X amount of deals, but we have read the Go-Giver book.
Yeah, I was gonna say, read the book.
Yeah, do Aspire Advantage, which is the white label D2DU. It's been really cool to kind of gamify and help sales reps push themselves to the next level.
You guys are just implementers. You're go-getters, not just go-givers.
Yeah.
I love that. Let's check out this warehouse right here.
Yeah, so it's super cool that
You got the formula right there.
Yeah.
Reps times ops times closing percentage.
Yep.
There we go. Teaching stuff and reteaching it.
Yep,
I love it. Okay,
absolutely.
so here's the warehouse.
Yeah, so we got the warehouse. We were able to build a little stage so we can hold our sales trainings out here, and it's been cool because it's moving in here, we had a handful of reps, but we had to kind of envision, okay, what's it going to look like having 30, 40, 50 sales reps in here for training?
How many did you have last year?
2.
So think about that. He's already thinking 30, 40, 50, and last year was your first year in business, right?
Yeah,
Kind of.
first full year.
And what did you guys do in revenue?
We did 2.1.
2.1 million.
Yeah.
And this year, pacing what?
For 8 mil.
8 mil.
Yeah.
Look at you, bro. I love that. That's fun to see. All right, so tell us a little bit about these values.
Dude, so we've got 3 core values, which really we hire on, we fire on, we promote on, we incentivize based on. It's really the decision filter for all the decisions that we make. And our 3 core values are growth, discipline, and Go-Giver. When it comes to Go-Giver, it's based off one of my favorite books that I've ever read. It's called The Go-Giver. And there's a handful of laws that they go throughout the book. But really when I tell people one of our core values is Go-Giver, they kind of look at me what does that mean? It really comes down to me trying to add more in value than I take in compensation. I think there's a lot of people that kind of go out into the world and they're trying to go get what they think is owed to them. And I believe that if I just go out into the world trying to add value, as long as I'm open to the law of reciprocity, it's always gonna come back tenfold.
Love that.
What's up, guys? Rick, I manage the production. Obviously, with everybody growing so fast and the sales team doing so great this year, keeping up with it has been a challenge.
Tall order.
It's been a tall order, but I found that organization, doing everything that we can to stay on top of it. Communication has been huge. That's been probably the biggest one. We were talking about it the other day, there's no such thing as under communicating, but we need to figure out how to communicate that this is important. So in this whole entire mess of communication, how do we highlight this priority, this priority, this priority? It's so easy, especially when you get bigger, to have such a tall workload at the start of the day and your phone starts ringing. It's okay, I go put out this fire, but keeping it organized and saying, okay, this is important. And even though this phone call just came in, this can be a tomorrow thing. This can be, priority 3, priority 2, priority whatever. Yeah, that's been the biggest thing for us, man. It's just staying organized, communicating efficiently, and really working together.
Yeah, I think also maintaining your good relationships with the crews and with the suppliers, so that way it's really it's a team effort and it just doesn't fall all on the shoulders of one person.
Yeah, for sure. It is a lot of us working together. We're in Arizona. It's 110 degrees this summer. You get a real short temper when it's hotter outside. It's constant relationship building, us making sure we all got each other's backs. Hey, you scratch mine, I scratch yours. I need you here, I'll need you there tomorrow, and giving as much as we're getting from everybody, you know? Yeah, I think those are the biggest things with us, man. It's just making sure everyone's taken care of, everyone's supported, everyone's communicating, and everyone's organized as much as possible.
So it's funny, I walked in and they were doing this. And why is like consulting and where did you come up with this? And then even us just poking holes at this kind of stuff, whether it's at Champions Club, this, the values, even the Circle Plus, the women's group, like what are some of the things that you've learned in consulting that you've implemented that have like actually taken off and had legs that has helped you guys scale?
Dude, there's been a handful of things. I mean, I think first and foremost was setting our core values, because I think like any company, like you have to know what you stand for before you can build anything at all. Some of the really great things that we've been able to implement as far as systems wise has been our boot camp. So at the beginning of every month we have our new hire boot camp, which is our 5-day training period that every new hire goes through so that we can make sure that everybody is trained the same way and the Aspire way. This is iteration number 1, which you just showed. And that's the thing I love is it's always iterations, right?
Yes.
It's never like the first thing that you come up with is never it. It's we come up with it, we poke holes in it, we think it's really good, we bring it to someone else, they poke holes in it.
Yeah, the first thing I said, can I poke some holes at this?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
And it's great. And it's cool because like that'll just be another iteration, which at some point we'll also come back to and be like, cool, this needs to evolve. And so that regression progression path for our sales reps so that they can continue to elevate to another levels and strive for more and kind of continue to have those carrots that are in front of them has been huge.
Love that. So one more time, last year was your first full year in business and you did how much?
2.1 million.
And then this year, how much are you tracking?
8 million.
And what was your best month this year?
Literally this last month, which we did 1.4.
Wow. What was your goal this year?
10.
10. So you're going to hit shy your goal, but to go from 2 to 10, that's like a 5x.
Yeah.
It's a good goal to have though.
Yeah.
What do you find that have been 2 to 3 things that have helped you, whether it's D2DU or recruitment or whatever thing that has been a catalyst to that? Either of you guys.
Yeah, I think culture has been the biggest thing.
Culture's been huge.
About the games and, you know, getting together, and D2D has a big part of that. Just surrounding our guys with like the support and that same ideology like all throughout, like when they're surrounded by other dudes who think the same, who act the same, who have the same goals, who are all going after the same thing. It's hard to not be in the middle of the pack. You know what I mean? Like if you're the one dude over here and the whole herd's over here, like you're the odd man out.
Yeah.
No one wants to be that odd man out. And so I think culture has been the biggest thing.
Culture's been huge. As well as I think too, just having the right team. Big move was bringing Rick in and Nick, you know, at the end of last year. And so just having the right team and support and everybody having their roles has been an absolute game changer. I know a big thing too has been recruiting as well. Nick and I were at the recruiting summit last year and we'll be at the recruiting summit again here in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks? Yeah. We're bringing a couple of our guys too.
Cool.
That's probably my favorite event that you guys do. It's so much fun and you leave with interviews set. Like sometimes like I've seen people leave with
Dude signed,
right? Like I think that's been a massive impact for us, especially when we look at the D2D formula. I can increase number of reps. That's the way the company grows.
Yep.